Hey y'all, it's Melissa with Messy Missy Creates. Back to do the cover, which I normally do the cover first and then the pages, but in this case, I did the pages first. I went ahead and tore off a strip of this bird fabric because I was pretty sure that's what I wanted to use. I did a boo-boo though. I had measured this one, and then I measured this one, and while I was cutting this one, I cut into this one. So, I think instead of using it, I thought I'd use it on the inside, but I'm going to use it on the outside because it's going to be on the back of the book. I got all my pages folded and, you know, done up. So, let's get this going so it can dry, and then we'll talk about the, we'll put together the pages. So this is very loose. I almost just didn't do any fabric, or just did like a little piece of fabric just to cover this sticker, like that. And I've done books like that before. They're really cute. I would do like different colors. I would have probably used like this or this pink gingham if I was going to do it that way. But I think I'm going to do this. And by the time I glue it, maybe you won't notice. I mean, I could just tear another strip, but I don't want to. So I'm going to, I've already turned my fabric tack upside down. I don't want to cover, I'm not going to do this one centered, because I don't want to cover up too much of this bird right here. So I'm going to do it very off-centered. As a matter of fact, I probably should shorten it because it's going to be really wonky. Well, it's not going to matter, right? I sort of want it to cover up that barcode. So I'm deliberately not going to do it straight, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, but let's get this gluing and drying, and see, this needed to be, this is kind of torn up here too. So, let's get this going. Oh, my glue is ready. My glue is ready to go. And, I'm driving all kind of off the road here. I'm going to get it down in that gully really well. Get it all over the spine. Get it down here in this gully. And then I'm going to do a bead, and then I'll do 2 beads. And then I'm going to, nope, don't you volcano. I'm just going to put it on. I'm not going to, well, I'm going to smooth it out with my finger, apparently. Apparently, I cannot help myself. So, I want to line this up where I want it. And then this is going to cover the back. Like this. And see, we line those little, and of course I use my pinking shears because I wanted it to be cute, right? And then now I got to put together a little zigzag line. I want to make sure, because I know I put glue in that gutter. I just want to make sure it's going to stick, because it doesn't look like it wanting to. And then I will add some more glue down here. I did not smooth that out with my finger. There. You can barely notice that. And it's on the back anyway. Okay. So we're going to flip it over without bending it too much. We're going to do the inside. Now the inside I am going to make even so that you have even amounts on both sides. So I want the glue from about here to here, and here to here. And yes, I am going to cover that up. Okay, where's my glue? Here we go. This will also shore up the spine a good bit. Because see how that was, well, it was loose. Even though I'm probably not going to be able to get the material to stay down in there, I'm going to give it a try. Like this, and then here, and here, and here, and here. This dries pretty quick, so you don't have a whole lot of time to work with. But I just want to make sure that I've got glue everywhere. Especially on the ends here. Okay. I'm not going to smooth this one out with my finger. Said I wasn't going to do the last one, and I did. Okay. We're smoothing it out now. Well, let's see if I can get that down in that. Doesn't want to go down in there. But I want it to go down in there. Because I want it to be good and secure. Because this spine was very loose. So I'm pushing it down in there, which is drawing this up. So I'm going to erase my little marks here. Well, apparently I did it a little crooked. But that's okay. It is all right. I have some room here that I can run another bead of glue. Oh, I stood my bottle up. Okay. Smooth that over. I don't think I need any here. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do on the inside. I think. You tell me what you think. So that I just think, okay, tell me if you've ever seen this. Because I have not. It looks like this tape, yeah, it was. This ribbon was taped together. It's like a piece of ribbon that was taped mid-roll to this. So why would you do that? As a company, why would you do that? Isn't that adorable? I think so. Ooh, I chipped it. No, I was going to say I chipped a nail. Yes, I did. But I also have tape on my nail. I wanted other scissors other than those pink ones. Because my pink ones don't like to cut through ribbon. So let's go ahead and measure and cut both of them. So that while I have the glue upside down, I can do both. There we go. I love this color green. This lime green. So, and then that will make sure that the edges are down and secure. And see, I didn't even have to replace the papers on the inside, which was nice. I mean, I could have found paper if I really wanted to do that. But I didn't see the need. Ooh, man, I can't drive this glue straight. I mean, not even close. Wow, okay. So maybe I won't. Well, yeah, I am. I don't want it to dry, though. Let's see. Let me get this one down. Hope I did it straight. I mean, I hope I did. Yeah, I hope I did it straight enough that it covers. Okay. So far, so good. And then I'm going to pull it out over the edge of the fabric so you don't see the edge of the fabric. And there we go. Had a little piece of material. I don't mind those. Okay, so I couldn't find a direction. This bird is upside down, and this one is too. I could have flipped it the other way, but I think they're in all different directions. So, okay, the inside is super cute. Let's look at this. Now, this looks very cattywampus when we have it like this. But we're going to add... Now, I already used the green rickrack. I could use the pink pom-pom. But I rarely ever get to use this. And I think this is so fun. And I think it matches perfectly in this situation. Now, my options were, let's see, because we might change our mind. We might want the big rickrack. No, because it covers up too much. It is cute, but it covers up too much. This is yellow rickrack, which is big, but it's a little smaller. That works too. No, I still like this one. Let me put the tape back on this blue one so it doesn't unravel on me. And yeah, this one just has all the colors. And I think it's pretty. So I want to snip it strategically right there. Well, I didn't do a very good job. Okay. And then I may run one down this side too. Although I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it without it looking crooked. So I may not do the back. Let's see what the front looks like. Let's do the front. And then all this is going to have a chance to dry while we work on putting our pages together. You know, in the order that we want them. I've gotten them folded, but I have not, well, apparently I needed to run another bead of glue just to stick the material down. That is really absorbing into the material. Yeah, I think this worked perfectly. And I don't know that I've ever used it before. Okay, let me close this up so it doesn't do its little volcano action. And then we still can see that little bird right there. We see the other birds. Thought about putting a little piece of fabric across here. I don't know. I'll see when it dries. I'm going to lay it to the side. I don't think I'm going to do the back. Boy, that really looks crooked, doesn't it? And I tore it. So it shouldn't be crooked. Unless this is... No. I don't know. It shouldn't have been that crooked. Okay, I'm going to lay it flat. So it has a chance... All of it has a chance to dry. And hopefully it will be dry by the time we get to the point where we need it. Okay, so I had already determined this was going to be my center. Okay. Because I really loved this plaid. And so I know that's going to be the center. Let me divide these out into... This is how I usually do it. Book pages... I'm including the music pages in that. And then this is scrapbook pages. Actually, I don't have an even amount this time. I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't. I have more book pages. But that's okay because the book pages were super cute. So what do we want as our cover? Well... Oh, fiddlesticks. Let's flip this over. Eek. I'm trying to be careful. I'm thinking either this No, maybe that. That's really cute. That could be cute. Or we could start with the book page that has the title of the book. Where did it go? And how did I fold it up? Gifts, that one would be cute. But there was one, I thought I used it. And it said, all sewn up. Maybe I didn't use that one. Yeah, this one right here. It's not very colorful. No. It's not colorful at all, actually. That would be very boring. So, I'm either going to use the one that says gifts. Because I like the floral pattern on it. Like that. And then if I wanted to cover that and put, what is this, May of 2025 or whatever, I could do that. Or I would use this. But I think I'm going to do that. And then that has a pretty floral border that matches the paper. And then this would be our day one. So we would put, okay, day one has already happened. What was day one? Day one was Thursday. This matches. I can't do them alternating though. Normally I do book page and like one book page, one scrapbook page, because I usually do them half and half. I can't quite do that this time, but that sure does look good. And then this is the second, or would be the second. Uh-oh. Oh, my washi got messed up. Well, darn. I don't know if I can fix that. It really got messed up. How did that get that? Maybe when I refolded it the opposite direction. Well, it's just gonna have, I'll put another little piece of washi over it or something. I sure do like that. But, let's see, my calendar is still on April. I have my notes here, which I have not taken any notes. Thursday was a little crazy. And then I realized this one was Halloween. I pulled that one out because it was fall. I could do this right here. I mean, it doesn't have to look all that pretty. And then do this right here. And then this page one has a flip. Okay, I decided to make this. See, this is going to be day one. This will be day two. I don't need one with a flip. I mean, I have a flip on this one. I don't think I'm going to need it on this first day. So, let's see, the second day. Had a little bit busier day, but I have this flip, so that should be fine. If not, I could put one of these on here, but then that's going to leave me with two flips. I think I made too many with flips. Let's try this one. So that gives me one flip on day, that feels like two pieces of paper. Day one, day two, on day three, I could do this one, which I already know that we actually saw a very pretty rainbow, so that's appropriate. Didn't do a whole, well, I did a good bit of stuff. Okay, so this day, I gotta make sure I didn't put scrapbook papers together. Let me find a book page. because I was I'm probably going to use the flip on this side, so I could have used one with a flip on this one. What day is it? This is the advantage or disadvantage of doing it in hindsight, because I already know what I did for, let's just say, day 1, day 2, day 3. This is day 4, which happens to be what day it is now. So that should be sufficient. I don't need a flip for this day. Don't plan on doing that much. This is kind of cute. So this would be day 5. I'll probably put one of these in here. What would that be? Monday. Now it's time for another piece of scrapbook paper. This one already has a flip. So this would be Monday, day... Did I say 5 or 6? It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to alternate. Okay, so this is one of our frankenpapers that we did. But this is really pretty. So, I don't remember if we said this was for this 5th or 6th. I don't have a flip on this day. But that is a piece of scrapbook paper. So, I could do this, which gives me one flip. I'm trying to divide it up to where I don't have multiple flips and during each day. See, like this one could go backwards this way if that one's going frontwards on this day. See, so I have one flip on that day. I have one flip on this. Well, this isn't going to be a whole day. Duh. Yeah, duh. This one doesn't have a flip. This scrapbook paper does have a flip. But I'm thinking that I still, let's see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 3 scrapbook papers. So I need to add. Okay, so I won't have a flip at all on this day. Which I can always make one. It's not a big deal. We're gonna put them in and then go back and count and see what days. That kind of looks good together. And then this can be separated by this or this one. That one looks good right there in the center. That looks like it looks like it goes together. So let's see what goes with this one. So I can use this one. I want for the center, so I know I want to use it last. This day would not have a flip because that's a frankenpaper. And then this day would have a flip. Oop, I put it in the wrong way. So I can, yeah, now that makes that day have a flip, right? So this day, I can do this. And then this is my middle page. Now, do I want my middle page to be this? Or, yeah. I want it to be this. That got, where I refolded it backwards, the washi got a little crinkled up. Okay, so let's go back through that one more time just to make sure that we're kind of thick too. Some of those scrapbook pages are really thick. So this is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. It gets confusing with all those little flips. Day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, and see that flip could go either way. Day 10, 11, 12, day 13, day 14, 15. I did something wrong. Did I lose a page? Or did I miscount? I did something wrong. I know I counted the right amount of pages. Something's not right, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's not right. I need one more. So let's take one out of, I moved all the pages. That can't be right. I had to have skipped one because I know I counted. I'll try to edit this out. Okay, this won't take long. Oh, well, I got to cut into a new signature. Won't take but a second. Let me get my, and here I had put everything up. That's not it. That's it. Didn't take very long, but I don't know how I got, oh, maybe when I took out that one piano page, but I swear I counted them 5 times since then. This one I can use. I'll just make that decision. Or, what's this? I'll use this one. It's more colorful. Okay. So let me put these back. Yeah, I actually had put all the stuff away and had kind of cleaned up. So I still want this as my day 16. So this will be 14, 15. See, that pink matches that. And 16. And 17. I just want to see what they all look like. 18, 19, 20, 21. That's pretty. 22, 23, 24, 25. That one's a little plain. 26, 27, 28. That looks good together. 29. Oh, that looks really good together. 30 and 31. Okay. All right. There we have it. I still know that I counted. I still say I misplaced one because I did. It's right here. Would you look at that? I knew I had it, and y'all were probably telling me the whole time. Okay, it's all right. Now, I'm probably going to have to refold some of these. Oh, yeah, because they're sticking out pretty big time. Even the book pages. No. Well, maybe once I get them sewn in, they'll be okay. But I need to, and we've already determined I can't find my bone folder, so let me try to crease all these pages again very well, and I want to get them packed in here. They all should be the same height, or approximately. The original book pages are going to be a little bit longer or taller than the scrapbook pages. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to make them even on the bottom, and they'll be a little taller on the top. It's just easier than, you know, since we're not talking about a huge difference. If we were talking about a huge difference, size and paper, I would want to center them. But since we're just talking about a fraction of an inch. Okay, I've got my big clips. I'm just putting them right here for just for this moment. Okay. Pack them all in there. And then I'm going to put another one there. These big clips. I'm glad I finally found them. They're so much easier to work with. Okay, so I had my, oh, and then I'll put it up. I had my thread out. I had my needle out. Oh, here's my thread. I decided to go with this pink. So I want, I think I'm going to cut that. That looks like it's frayed right there. I'm going to get rid of that little end. And, well, that kind of got, I think I got going too fast on it. And it got tangled up. Let's see, how do I fix that? Well, I just don't know. It got wrapped up. Where did I go wrong? Nope, that still isn't right. Okay. I just tore that part, so I've got to start over right here. Let's do it a little slower. I have a feeling it was kind of jacked up to begin with. So 1, 2, and 3 lengths, and a little extra just for the heck of it. Okay, and I have my needle, and I have my pokey tool out. I had everything to go. I started this video, I actually started it yesterday. I was going to do the 2 videos back to back, and then my husband had been out of town, and so I just kind of thought I was going to sit in here and make videos all day Saturday, and he told me he was coming back early. So, which is fine. I was glad to have him back. Pokey tool. Now, I did not allow for, I think I want, do I want the book pages all at the bottom? I actually think I do. No, I don't. I want them in the center. Just because I can be, just so I can be a little more difficult. Now, ideally, you would take this and include the, which I did not do it straight. It's hard when your papers are really thick. And then I'd have this one, but I want to pack them in there a little straighter than that. Okay. So that looks, oh, I'm not in frame. That looks good and square. So I'm going to try to ease this one off and put it over the cover as well. Okay, so the idea here is not to open up the journal very much when you're making your holes. And that's going to be difficult because you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Unless I stand it up this way, and then I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. I have a feeling that I probably should have gone through. Does that feel like the middle? No, it's not. It's not even close to the middle. I'm having a feeling that I should have gone through the spine. This is a thicker spine. I was going to say with my chomp tool. Okay, that's kind of, it's as centered as we're going to get it. Centered in both directions, that is. Okay, so I'm going to go 1 thumb length in, and then I'm going to flip her over and make sure she's kind of lined up with the center of the spine as well. And see, I kind of went in at an angle. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but I need to kind of wallow the hole a little bit because your needle has to go in kind of at the same angle that your hole went through. And if you went through at an angle, it's hard to come back in with with the needle and thread if you're not at the same angle. No, I'm not. I was going to say I might start on the inside and let my strings be on the inside this time. One, it's easier to do it this way. Let me see. It is easier. The center is the one that I did not get. I didn't get it completely centered. I normally would have my string sticking out though. So this is very thick. So I'm having to use something to push that with. I did not go back through the pages the way it went in. So I should have done like eyelet holes in these because this is so thick. Okay, I'm going to unclip them from the book, but I'm not unclipping them. They're still clipped together here. But I need to be able to see where my hole is. So my journal separates from my book for a minute. I mean, I've already got the holes in there, so I know where they go to line up. It's just a matter of getting this first one lined up right. And I had it going in through the center hole. Well, now I've opened it all the way up. I've done all the things that I said not to do. I should have just left it going in from the center. Okay. No, see, it's missing these pages right here. I can feel it. It just goes straight through, but it's missing these front pages. Okay. I think I poked a new hole, but I think it's close enough. So I think it will work. Now, I just opened that book all the way up. The other thing is I just flipped it around. So let me make sure. Nope. See, I'm upside down. Oh boy. Here's what all not to do. But at least with the first one, you can spin it around and correct it, right? So I checked just in the nick of time. So I'm going to go up. I can't even see the hole barely through the top because of that washi. Oh, but I made it through. Now let me find this top hole. And then once I do that, once you get it through 2 holes, you're going to kind of, you're good. I mean, you still got to get it to go back through that bottom hole, but at least you know you're kind of lined up. Let me move that. So I want to go in this hole right here, and I want to go into that hole right there. Can we see that? I don't know if you can see that. You can if I do it this way. Because then I'm going to go in this hole right here. And it should be putting me right through the middle. There. Nope. Almost. But remember, we went in at an angle on one of them. Okay, I think that one's going to have to be good enough. This is kind of the hard way to do it. With that thick of a spine, I kind of knew that I probably should have gone ahead and done like eyelets, and they would have been so cute. But I did not get out my punch, my little crocodile. All right, you want to go through the same hole. You know all this. You've seen me do this. You've seen other people do this 100 times. Now I just need it to come up through that hole right there. I'm having a hard time pushing the needle through that thick spine. Nope. Didn't come up through the same hole. There we go. That feels a little closer. Almost there. There we go. I knew you would do it. I knew you could do it. Eventually. Okay, so this is where I take my needle off. I take my clips off. I want to adjust this without tearing my thread like I did that one time. All I'm trying to do is make these even. You need one on each side of this string. So let's see which side I want to pull. This side, but I do not want it to tear, and it feels like it's going to tear, so we might just leave it be. I'm going to unclip all of this now that I'm in all 3 holes, because then when you pull the strings, it can settle all the papers in together. See if it'll let me pull that through a little bit more. Little bit. I'm not going to push it. It's not that unlevel. And let me double check again that it's right side up. Okay. Because, you know, we do one upside down every once in a while. And I'm just going to tie a knot. Or 2 or 3. I got them as tight as I wanted to. I hope it's tight enough. I was afraid I was going to break the string. So I'm just going to do that last one. See how the string is, I don't trust it. It's already doing some loop-de-doos. I think I'm just going to tie a bow, and see how it's all frayed right here? It's almost like, oh no. That's why I was afraid to pull it real tight, because it just wasn't acting right. But here's the journal. And they don't stick out that far. I will have to go in and refold like some of these. I'll have to fold in just a little bit more, which I hate to do that because that leaves another crease on your pages. Let's see, how long have I been going? Okay. But usually it's more of the inside ones, because the outer ones they're having to wrap around more. That's pretty tight, and it's pretty centered. We did a pretty decent job. It took us a minute to get there. But as it fills out, see, like these center ones stick out more. So we're going to fold these in a little bit more. Not a whole lot. And the ones that aren't folded at all, we're going to leave alone. I don't mind having some stick out a little bit. That one's sticking out a lot. And I'm almost tempted just to do this as I'm doing the pages, unless there's like, because there's like 1 or 2 that are really, really hanging out there. So this one, did I put 2 music pages together, or, oh no, it's just the same, it's just the next page. I also, as I was folding, I did not measure it precisely. I used one of the regular book pages and folded over, which in theory makes it longer, especially if you do it multiple times. I mean, you know, I use the same paper to measure all of them. If you use one page to measure one, and then you use the new page to measure the next one, then you're going to end up with gradually getting larger and larger. I sure hate to have to refold these, because it definitely leaves a crease, but it doesn't look too bad. Not too bad. Now, the regular pages in the book, I'm leaving that. I'll have ruffles off of it, and they'll have stuff off of it anyway, but nothing's really majorly sticking out, so I'm good with that. I think I decided, now that we're done, I was considering doing this big one down here, and this would hide how crooked that fabric is, right? On the back side. Let me flip my bottle of glue over so it can be getting primed. And what do we think of that? I think it's cute. I don't think it'll get in my way. I don't usually fiddle with the backs a whole lot. I don't usually worry about them a whole lot, but I think that looks super cute. And I think it will make it not look as off, if that makes sense. So, how are we going to do this? I'm honestly tempted to put it on the ribbon. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to have to work fast. I do know that. Since this is very large ribbon, by the way. So it's not like you can just do one little swipe down the side and cover everything. I think it's soaking in as fast as I'm doing it. I do need more glue. I think I have a big bottle that I can refill that one with. Let's see. Move it up towards the top a little bit. There we go. And I think that will kind of even that out a little bit, and I think it looks really cute. I can trim that just a smidge. Ooh, that was just messy. That was messy. All right, we're gonna let that dry. Here's our font. Here's our journal. Let me put my glue back up. I'm gonna probably make a little thing here. I need it to be about 5 inches wide that says May. And then I'll probably put 2025 here. And then this is our journal. All sewn up. So we'll have May all sewn up before we know it. I'm already a few days behind. And I really had planned on doing another April journal with me video. Until I got kind of distracted for a couple of days. And then that didn't quite work out. I love how this page turned out. I love how that ended up being right there. And that, yeah, see, that string isn't very tight. But I was afraid to pull it too tight. Maybe going through all that washi and then going through the thick spine. But I think it's going to look good. I love that. All the butterflies, and it's so appropriate because May is so full of butterflies. I have that one Halloween. Oh, does this one say Thanksgiving, really? I really did not pay attention, but I'm probably going to cover it up anyway, so it's okay. I'll probably use some of these images from the book to make tags or cards or something with. Because the book is just the pages in the book are just too cute not to use. That's that patchwork page paper I love, and it looks look at how that turned out. That couldn't have been more perfect. Matching the scrapbook paper to that one looks good too, to the pages of the book. All right, well, I appreciate you coming along with me for that ride, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I love how this turned out. It's all good and dry because it sat overnight, except for this part. I like the way that looks. It does kind of cover up the barcode, so I'm happy. All right, well, I will, I'm excited to get journaling in it. Let me put my needle up before I end up having it in my foot or in my hand. And I will see you on the next video. Hopefully we'll be working in it. And if you want to see some back April, if you want to see me finishing some of the April pages, I might do like one more video or something like that. But I do want to finish it. So anyway, all right, I will see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you being here. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.